Back on a lighter note, chat. Actually, no, this is still dark times. I have negative things to say. I've always been a fan of The Daily Show. Like, I have very fond memories of Jon Stewart and The Daily Show. And apparently this is a controversial opinion now. You're not allowed to like Jon Stewart. But I always kind of liked how right before the 2016 election, he kind of bowed out. And I kind of had a feeling that he just knew that it was going to get like insanely retarded after that point. Something tipped him off and he thought, I don't want to be involved in U.S. politics after this election. This election is retarded. Like, they're going to expect me to say all this stupid shit to try and hurt Trump, and I just don't want to do it, and I'm going to bow out. But now, this motherfucker is coming out of retirement to debate, like, congresswomen from Arkansas about trans kids, and I'll play about a minute of this, because it's all I can stand.
Why would the state of Arkansas step in to override parents, physicians, psychiatrists, endocrinologists who have developed guidelines? Why would you override those guidelines?
Well, I think it's important that all of those physicians, all of those experts, for every single one of them, there's an expert that says we don't need to allow children to be able to take those medications. That there are many instances where...
But you know that's not true. You know it's not for everyone. There's one. These are the established.
Well, I don't know that that's not true. I don't know that.
Then why would you pass a law then if you don't know that that's true? Wouldn't you?
Well, I know that there are doctors, and that we had plenty of people come and testify before our legislature who said that we have 98% of the young people who have gender dysphoria, that they are able to move past that, and once they have the help that they need, no longer suffer from gender dysphoria. 98% without that medical treatment.
That's an incredibly made-up figure.
This is the entire thing. He's just like condescending, and his rebuttal is always like, but what about the statistics from the verified Wikipedia sources and the studies and the doctors and all the statistics and numbers and facts and logic? What about that, huh? And he just like does that over and over again. So it's like, I trust the pediatricians with the verified truth-based organizations from the WHO with my numbers. And it's just like, all you have to say to that, I think, is I don't fucking trust them. I don't trust them. My constituents don't trust it. We don't like it. It didn't exist before the fucking 1990s. There was no such thing as a trans kid before 2007, before Tumblr existed. So fuck off. And maybe you can throw in a K-slur there too if you're not looking to get reelected. But I don't know. That's the entire thing. It's just like, wow. You know, for the guy that ran the Sanity March with Colbert, like a decade ago, he sure has lost his fucking mind. I'm sure he wouldn't be okay with any of his kids turning out, but then again, I don't know. Sacrificial lambs and such. It's since I've gone to uni, I can safely assure you that half of all papers are fucking garbage. We know this. But speaking of facts and logic, you can look up a facts and logic based Wikipedia article called The Replication Crisis, where something like 90% of all studies in sociology cannot be replicated. Like if you go to a peer review site and you find like a random sociology report and you try to replicate it, you do your own study and you try to replicate their model, there is a 90% chance that you will not be able to do it, that you will get completely different or contradicting results than the original article. And by the way, sociology, that is the field of study of the trans kid shit. It's literally source. I made it the fuck up. Source peer-reviewed publications from the sociology department of the University of New York. Oh well, you know what? Source. I made it the fuck up. Basically, 90% chance I made it the fuck up. Source. I was paid by the U.S. government to lie. Yeah. It's all fields, but in sociology, it's like unbelievable. Like I think it's like 50% and even hard science fields, but in sociology in particular, it's just fucking wrong. And this is my trans segment. Jon Stewart sucking the D, and then Keffals decided to pick a Keffals, by the way, in fear for his or her, it's them, they, them's life. Went to TwitchCon. Don't worry though. Actually. this article got published about Keffals going to TwitchCon, and it's sort of like a kiss-ass biography page. By the way, the title of this, by the way, is a perfect example of how the news lies by omission. Imagine if you didn't use the Kiwi Farms. The last you heard is that it went down because of Cloudflare, and then you read this article, just the headline. Trans Twitch streamer Keffals ready to return home after Kiwi Farms. That's it. That's the official headline in the thing. If you just go to it, Kiwi Farms is not in the. It's in the slug, the URL slug. So the original title of this article, and the active like page title includes after Kiwi Farms in the title, but the actual article says nothing about Kiwi Farms at all. In Sorrenti spearheaded the campaign to take down online farm Kiwi Farms. Cloudflare blocked Kiwi Farms. 23 matches. Before taking down Kiwi Farms. Let's talk about Destiny. Sorrenti shortly after Kiwi Farms users. And that's basically... It just says after Kiwi Farms. What the fuck does that mean? It tries to lead you to fill in the blank automatically, like a fucking ad lib, but there's no truth to what they're saying. Anyways, so after Kiwi Farms, trans streamer Keffals decides to pick a fight with a female to male, a detransitioner. So KCMiller tried to transition, ended up getting male pattern baldness at 21. So this is a young woman. Basically at her peak, and her life is completely ruined because of she fell for the trans meme. I guess they've just spammed their fucking timeline with garbage. I want to see if I can find this video. Many videos. This is how I know it's a woman. many videos of cats. I want to find the fucking thing that Keffals is replying. Oh, here.
Hey y'all, so I got
21-year-old woman, by the way,
out of my haircut, because my hair was driving me nuts, and I shaved it because I'm tired of watching my hair thin out, and it's less distressing if I shave it. So when I talk about being too far gone, I don't really know what else to call it. This is what I mean. This is how deep my voice is. It's gotten deeper over time, and it's settled. This is what I mean by hair loss. And it just keeps getting worse. It keeps thinning. It keeps receding backwards. And I'm not exactly sure that's coming back. Those are the main things when I talk about being androgenized to a point of no return. I really don't see those being fixable. So that's when I talk about, just kind of staying how I am, regardless of how I feel. That's why, just because I don't really see me personally being able to come back from what's happened so far. So I hope that's a little explanatory, just to kind of give a little bit more of a let me reword that.
So that's a very sad thing, in case you don't know. Just in general, you should feel bad for this person because they got fucked up because basically the government and every mainstream institution on the face of the planet lied to her about transitioning. This tweet obviously went pretty big. 10,000 retweets, 10,000 additional quote retweets, almost 40,000 likes, 6,800 replies. Keffals verified Twitter user. The new type of detransitioner where the main complaint is they look like a creepy uncle instead of a Giga Chad is very funny to me. Crying myself to sleep because 11 years of hormones didn't make me look like Amaranth despite not putting very much effort into looking hot. This person replies, you think that's the basis of their complaints about the medication for the rest of their life? And then Keffals says, 131 million Americans are on prescription medication. The vast majority of people require medical help throughout their entire life grow up. We have literally a third of our country addicted to prescriptions, and this freak is just like, let's make it 100%. Everybody should be on prescriptions their entire life. We should be chronically unhealthy. All of us should be addicted to big pharma. And this is also another deleted tweet where they're making fun of somebody for regretting ruining their body. He started transitioning when he was 16. Now he's 17. Retweet if you think that's inspirational. And then, of course, it's a picture of Putin. It's very funny because they both are bald. Oh, my God. They're both bald, chat. They look exactly the same. Crazy. It is genuinely unbelievable how, like, spiteful and malicious Keffals is. And, like, nobody gives a fuck. Everyone just gives this fucking freak, like, a free pass to be the most spiteful, malicious hobgoblin that has ever lived. And they're just like, yes, queen, slay. That woman, biological woman, already a strike against them. But now they're a detranser. That's, like, not even being human. Step on them, Queen Keffals. They both lack a chin. Looks like she's got a bigger chin. I don't know. Also on the Troon news. So there's basically 2 people left who have admitted that the Kiwi Farms is not dead forever. Keffals is just ignoring it because they're trying to move on to something else and make more money. Liz Fong Jones puts out this tweet chain, which I find funny. Busy day. I have a day job, and it's used 100% of my cycles today. Oh no, oops, no spoons. No more spoons left to tweet today. I'll summarize the current technical state of affairs for the fruit site. However, they stand, but tomorrow rather than today. Breaks are important to take. Literally, I need a break from obsessing over the Kiwi Farms. I need a couple more hours to get my spoons together to tweet about this. Real quick before going back to work. Hostlick, a hosting provider, is back in rotation. Polish host team is new. Write to your congressman about how they're violating the GDPR or whatever the fuck. VSys is still serving, and if you don't know, I'll shill them because I'm a big fan at this point. VSys at virtual systems, vsys.host was the first hosting provider that I leaned in on after we lost Cloudflare. After we lost Cloudflare, I bought an $18 a month VPS with VSys, and I just threw up a static error page. It was the error page that explained what had happened, and also provided like a quick rundown with archives of all the freak troons from Drop Kiwi Farms that were tweeting about us, and that pissed them off real bad. That the entire site had just become like an expose page on all of them. So they sent in a lot of complaints. They posted the address of the company in Kiev, and they said, Ukrainians do your thing, as if to imply that the Ukrainians should fucking suicide bomb this data center or whatever. And then someone else said, I'm a trans person in Ukraine fighting Russia, and I have contacts with the Ministry of Defense and the Ukrainian government, and we're going to use an anti-Russian propaganda law to try and force them to take down the Kiwi Farms. And that didn't work. It's almost like they're fighting a fucking war or something, and they don't have the time to worry about your dumb bullshit. So VSys has been in rotation since August, late August. And if you're looking for a VPS in Ukraine or the Netherlands as their other location, then I would strongly recommend them. Give them some business. If you want to support Ukraine in like a real way, that's a real company. And then he continues to say, nice IT that was being used for IPv6 yesterday, but was broken anyways, out for now. Nice IT wanted a lot of money. They didn't cuck out. They just wanted money for DDoS protection that I didn't want to pay for it because I was setting up the other thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. Mail.locale.llc is serving off TerraHost, and TerraHost is a VPS company associated with Epic and using the Epic name servers. But crucially, this is the big crucial part of this plan against us. You ready? Crucially, the domain is registered with Google Domains. Registrar abuse at google.com should be a pretty easy avenue to deal with that. So Liz Fong Jones has systematically looked at every single possible avenue for taking down the Kiwi Farms or just inconveniencing us at this point. He wants my lolcow.llc domain name. He thinks that if lolcow.l, the Jesus bolt holding this shit heap together, if I lose lolcow.llc, that's it. It's GG. It's game over for all of us. By the way, you can actually email me at josh@lolcow.llc. Only business inquiries, please. Only business inquiries to josh@lolcow.llc. That's my business email. That's where the important shit goes. Overall, though, the prognosis is that the current set of hosts, they have the worst name, that Polish company. It's Hose Team, like host team, but hose team. It's the hose team. It's where all the hose. It's a team of hose. It's the Polish hose, and the Polish hose team are keeping the Kiwi farms up out of Poland. Hose team and Visas are going to be able to keep the site up and stable, as it has been for the past 40 hours, until at least one or two of them pull out. I always share honestly, even when it's bad news to share. He continues, I would not expect any dramatic changes for the next week. It is going to be a protracted regulatory siege for the foreseeable future, with limited value to continued blow-by-blow analysis of what I can determine is happening. Which means I'm not going to tweet about this anymore because I'm getting fucking 10 likes a tweet, and there's no point. Here's the actual damage done, the real damage. As it turns out, Liz Fung Jones has a autoimmune disease that eats away at his face and eyeballs. And if you don't know, autoimmune diseases are flare up sometimes to certain factors such as stress. If you are sitting at a computer all day, desperately refreshing a DNS server to see if that dang darn Kiwi Farms is up, and that dang darn Kiwi Farms is in fact still up, you may in fact surge your body with a stress chemical that spikes your autoimmune disorder and causes you to have breakouts on your face, to have your eye strain, and that eye strain causes damage. I think Liz Fung Jones has said that they have like their eyes are gonna go out in their lifetime, and because of this disease. So with the limited time that God has given them to use their eyes and see the beautiful world around us, Liz Fung Jones has dedicated that time to going to dnschecker.org and typing in kiwifarms.net and seeing that it does in fact resolve with different IPs all over the world. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating use of time. Now the other person still actively involved in this nonsense is Sincere. Sincere still denies being Drop Kiwi Farms, even though Drop Kiwi Farms is posting screen caps of YouTube comments that include a reply box with their YouTube avatar in it. And the fact that Sincere is sending email complaints to my host with their like sincere@gmail.com email address and shit, just like bizarre retarded shit, and then still denying it. They put out a 10-minute long video talking about Drop Kiwi Farms. We're not going to listen to all of this, and you're going to find out why real fast.
Hi, I'm Hope. Sometimes I make things, sometimes I break things. Today I wanted to talk to you about a little bit of a problem called Kiwi Farms. The people who use Kiwi Farms will often tell people it's just a gossip site. Nothing is further from the truth. Kiwi Farms is a site dedicated to stalking and harassing people online. They target many people, the mentally ill, autistics, transgender people, basically anyone they find.
We could have just stopped at mentally ill. That will cover all those other things.
Or terminally online. They will target, stalk, dox, and harass even the families of the people they hate, including their children.
In case you're wondering, actually, I don't know if that first page is safe for work. Let me check. Oh, he has a porn site. What the fuck? Ew. Technosexual? Ew. I just want a picture of him. I want a picture. Okay, listen, I know the Telegram chat has like 8 million fucking pictures of Sincere saved. I need post pic of Sincere. Sincere, thank you. And I'll see. Ew, okay. Ew, he posted videos of him and his wife. That's fucking vile. This dude's like 50, by the way. The guy that made this like squeaky ass anime. Yes! Here, I found it. This is him. This is the guy who posts about the Kiwi farms on Twitter 8,000 fucking times a day, and who is behind this avatar of this horrific Imvu brat doll and with the squeaky voice. This is him. He's much older now than in this picture, I think, but yeah. Ooh, this one's even better. It looks worse than this. Hold up. I'm switching the picture. Give me a second. I got one where it looks worse. Hello, gamers. I'm going to teach you today how to spend 17,000 hours in Fallout 76 and then 17,000 more tweeting about Kiwi farms as it stays up, and they keep making fun of me and the fact that I'm a retard. Help. Give me your money. Give me your attention, please. The one big win, actually. Well, it's not like a big one because I have archives of it. But the one like pain in the ass thing that I have to deal with is they took down lolcow.email, which is why I had to move my email server over to the prestigious lolcow LLC email server. So if you have a lolcow email account, you won't be able to use it for at least another week. I'm trying to get it set back up. It's a fucking irritation, though. The main thing, the main irritation is that I have had that email server set up and running fine for literally 7 years now. I bought a VPS with them when they were called Cloud VPS, and then Cloud VPS was bought by TransIP. And I've stayed with TransIP even for another 4 years. And they suddenly decided that they had to take us down because this is their official reason for it, is that I was being DDoS attacked too often. So therefore, I violated their terms of service, and they were kicking me off without warning. Even I asked them to give me like a couple hours to make a backup, like a final version backup instead of one of the automated backups, and they said okay. But it was down for 3 days because they waited until Monday so somebody in legal department could authorize it, and then I got my backup. So now I have a backup of it, and I'm deciding what to do. I'm thinking of if I can. This is really cute. I use something called iRedMail for the local email stuff, but there's a new one called MailCow. A new do-it-yourself email thing called MailCow, and it's so fucking cute, and the GUI and stuff is really nice. So I'm considering trying to figure out a way to import my iRedMail installation into MailCow because it's really cute, and it works. It works excellently. So I'm debating that. MailCow's well. If you are some okay. By the way, the results of my car talk from last stream. I'm looking for a 2000 Toyota Tundra. When I have my land and my chickens, and I'm looking for my truck, I'm gonna get a 2006 Toyota Tundra. Now, my request to the stream fan zone: if you are like a soulless person who works in email and you know how to import iRedMail into MailCow, that I would love to hear from you. Anyways, so yeah, that's the Trone update, basically.